What's up, YouTube? We're going to start here in just a second. Look at some charts as usual. Look at Bitcoin, ETH, all that good stuff. I'm just waiting for this to upload so that I can pull it up so I can see it and interact with y'all. Here we go. Then we'll go live on TikTok also. All right, so there we go. We got that up. All right, let's go live on TikTok and let's kind of pretty much get started. When I talk about any links or anything, they'll be in the description for you on YouTube. Okay. What's up? What's up? We're going to take a look at some charts today. Look at the Bitcoin, look at the ETH, look at other cryptos that you guys want to look at, and then we'll look at stocks and stuff like that too. Sound good? Let's pump this baby up to 100 likes and then let's get rolling. Streaming live on TikTok, streaming live on YouTube. Let's dive in. Let's dive in. So we're looking at the Bitcoin chart here. We got the 4-hour chart up. Right now we're under 17,000. We're at 16,951. Here's the 4-hour chart. You can see it kind of having this rounded bottom, but you can see where I have this line right here. That's kind of the resting strong support area, which is basically 16,000. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? When we go down here to the momentum waves, you can see the momentum is making its way up. But price isn't really moving along much with that. That's really interesting to note, right? Because we have momentum trying to make its way up, but price isn't really moving a lot. To me, this is starting to look, obviously in the 4-hour, we moved to an overbought situation here with Bitcoin. To me, this looks like it very possibly might want to turn over and come down here to this main support. It may come to this area right here, which is about 16.5, 16.6, and then it may come down here to 16. If it breaks below 16, watch out below. I do anticipate that the S&P is going to be coming down more too, so that's something to really pay attention to. Koba says, I sold on my bags yesterday. That's very interesting, very interesting. Here we go again. Divi Army arrived. Let's see here. So that's the 4-hour. Let's go down to the 1-hour. See if we can find a trade opportunity going on here with good old Bitcoin. Now on the 1-hour, we are below the zero line. So I don't really like to take shorts in these situations. Plus, you can see that this area right here was resistance, right? We got rejected, and now it's support, 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 support. We'll see if this breaks or not. If this ends up breaking, this would come down. To me, this looks like short term. If I had to, twist my arm to see which way to go, this looks to me like it probably wants to go up a little bit. It may only come up to like here, right? See these little green candles here? It may only come up a little bit, which would be just a little over 17,000. It may come back up, but what's interesting about this is this looks fake to me. This just looks fake. This looks like forced. We're down here at support. But with that being said, we could definitely go lower, right? We could definitely go lower, but it looks to me like maybe it just wants to go up a little bit right now. Did you offer a lifetime for your indicator Black Friday for under 600? I did. $597, Roldy Taco. Yeah, I still have that offer floating around somewhere. You'd have to find it, though. It's not just somewhere I advertise. It's only for people that take certain actions. Then they get this one-time offer of that super crazy deal. But for Bitcoin here, to me, this is just looking at support. This is something to sit, watch, and see. Let's go to ETH. Let's go to ETH. Although, Roldy Taco, if you have my email, hit me up. And I could probably send you a link. I'd probably still honor that offer, I suppose. Let's go to the 4-hour on ETH. So ETH, look at this line right up here. This is the 200-week moving average. Let's send some likes in. Let's try to get up to 1,000 likes here. So this is the 200-week. We got close to it. That's this line up here. Rejected, rejected, rejected. You can see this kind of line that I have here, holding as resistance here, which is basically 1,300, right? Makes sense, nice even number. And then came down here to this fib line. What is this fib line at right here? Which is exactly where we're at, about 1241. We're at 1247 right now. We are below the zero line. We did have this triple bearish divergence print right here, right? Where we have a high, similar high, but the momentum waves are clearly going down, even though price isn't really going down yet. Now we've had a bit of a break. Very possible that ETH could come down here. If ETH does break this support right here, I would expect it to come down to probably about here, which is about 1205. to probably 12.25, somewhere in there if it breaks below this. So keep an eye on ETH. Let's go to the 1 hour here real quick. Let's try to pump it up to 1,000 likes. That would be really great. We're at 282. That'd be pretty awesome. 1,000 likes would be pretty great. So we are well below the zero line here on this also. Right, just kind of rolling through. You can see how we busted through support, 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 support. Now this is kind of really pounding on this door down here. So it's like, is it going to break through? It's just that we're below the zero line, pretty solidly below the zero line here on the momentum. So it's kind of hard for me to say, oh, right now I want to get into a short. I'm not really seeing that. I'm not necessarily saying take a long here either. If I was forced to take something, I would probably take a long. It's probably what I would do. Let's go to, someone asked for XRP. Let's go to XRP. XRP, yeah, you know me. How's everybody doing today? Where's everybody tuning in from? Let me know where you're tuning in from. So XRP's been, this is a pretty nice formation coming off of this FTX dropout. We came down here, right? Then we bounced. Sorry, let my camera focus. Then we went up, then down, up. So we are clearly having rejection at this level, which is basically the 200-day moving average. That's what this yellow line is. Came down, and then it busted through. Came up here to this moving average, and then down, which is the, I don't know, 200-hour moving average, something like that. And then we came down here, came back up. Now we're kind of in what looks to me, well, look at this. Check this out. Look at this. You see how it's kind of flat on the bottom here, right? We're getting rough support. We're like pound, pound, pound. But you see the highs are getting lower. So this top part, think of it like a triangle, right? Think of it like a triangle where price is coming down and highs are getting lower and support is about the same. So it's like it's coming down, like busting, trying to bust through this floor. This is actually a pretty bearish formation to me on XRP. Let's have some likes come in. We've been stuck at 300 for a second. Looks like a pretty bearish formation to me. Looks like it wants to break through here and bust down. That's what it looks like to me. I see someone tuned in from Portugal. What the feck? Nice name. It's saying, what's the indicator showing buy sell? The buy sell label and the momentum wave is all Lever Atlas. It's my own indicator. Click the link in the TikTok bio, and you can get Lever Atlas over here as long as this page loads. Let's see if we can find it real quick. Come on, load on up, buddy. I just restarted my computer, so this page is not loaded. Anyways, there's a link over here that'll allow you to get Lever Atlas. It says it right there. That'll also give you access to my most advanced trading course, hours and hours and hours of content here in the trading course. And then most importantly, you get access to the private Discord, right? I mean, here's a trade that I'm in right now for Solana in one of my accounts. Hassanan got this on Matic. Who's this? Is this Nate? Nate got this. So, I mean, as you can see, this price is going down and he's profiting, right? That's the same thing I'm doing down here, right? This is a Solana trade. Price went down and I profited, right? I'm up 20% because the price went down like 20 cents. If you want to learn how to do that, that's what I really show you in this course here. As well as, why is this not loading here? I actually have a masterclass that I still have on freaking Black Friday sale because I'm too lazy to change it. There it is. But here's where you can get the Lever Atlas indicator, right? You just click the link in the TikTok bio, and then that'll put you over here. And I really suggest getting this masterclass. I still have it on sale for just 20 bucks. How I get Bitcoin and other cryptos for free when price goes down, which is exactly what's happening here. I'm getting Tether actually for free. I'm earning Tether because the price is going down on Solana. Pretty wild, right? And what's back here? Like Nate here, he's earning Cardano because the price is going down. Pretty good stuff. So XRP looks to me, this is looking fairly bearish to me. It looks like it wants to break down. Yeah, that's not the greatest look for XRP right there, in my opinion. Maybe let me go to the 30-minute. See what that looks like. We've come up here. We're really bumping. This yellow line is the 200-day moving average. We're really coming up to test it as resistance on the 30-minute. Yeah, it looks to me like it wants to come down. I think XRP is probably finding a top here at about almost 39 cents. Probably going to come back down here to the low 38 cents. That's what it looks like to me. Wow. Cole, that's hurtful, man. That's so not true. That is so not true. Shows you my strategy for how I do everything and lays out everything, how you do everything. Colt, I'm sorry if you feel that way, man, but wow, that's hurtful. You're just throwing arrows today. So, anyways, XRP, that's XRP. What else do you guys want to look at? Let's take a look at, I'm in that Solana trade. Let's go take a look at Solana. Let's see here. Let's go to the 4 hour first. Let's see. Yep, I see Quant, Doge, Chili's, Gala. We'll get to those. So looking at Solana here, again, we're on the 4 hour. We're just under $14. I think $14-ish is about, 14.10 to 14.20 is showing to be a decently strong resistance area for Solana here. Comes up to here. I think Solana's got a good chance of coming down here into like certainly into the 1370s, but maybe into the 1350s, maybe even 40s. I think Solana wants to turn over, is what it looks like to me. Let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah, I mean, we got this pole over here, and it's kind of working its way up. Look at this is what really tipped me off last night. Look at this right here. See this high and this higher high? So we have a high and a higher high. Look at the waves down here. Big wave, smaller wave. That doesn't make sense because we're getting a higher high over here. Why is this wave smaller than this one? Exactly. That's called a bearish divergence. So this looks like it wants to come down to me. To me, I think Solana is probably going to come down to at least this area at 1360s. Well, at least this area, 1380. But I think it comes down to 1360s, maybe even 1340s. I think Solana is looking for a bit of a curve here, and this is on the 1 hour time frame. And you'll see that below. Like I go to the 2 hour, you'll see the same thing. Same thing where you have this high and a higher high, and these waves are getting smaller. This looks to me like it wants to turn over. Plus, we're coming to this resistance area where it keeps getting wicked up to and then quickly rejected, which is also the bottom of this area over here. Just looks to me like Solana wants to come down. So I am in a trade over there from 14.17. Right now we're under 14 bucks. I've already taken a little profit and locked in my. It's not a risk-free trade for me. What else did someone ask? Let's go to Quant. So Solana looks like it wants to turn over to me. That's what it looks like. Coffee. So we had that a pretty good run here. Buy signal, nailed it. Sell, nailed it. Buy, nailed it. Sell, nailed it. Now we're at this kind of support area. What do we think now? We're below the 0 line. This is on the 2 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour real quick. Zoom out. We'll zoom out a bit. Clear bearish divergence, same thing, right? We have a high and a higher high, right? A high and a higher high. And then we have this big wave and a smaller wave. So momentum is shifting as price is going up. Plus we're coming to a resistance area. It looks to me like it wanted to turn over, and it did. And now we're at the first support area right here, which is about 121. Right? We're at 120 roughly. Looks like it did wick down to 119-ish. And we were in a quant long yesterday. It looks like that got stopped out because I had to stop at 120. Stopped out in profit, obviously. But this very well could come down more. It looks like it has a little more to possibly come down. This is on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour and see what that trajectory looks like. Not a bad run, right? Winner, 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 winner. There's 5 in a row. Let's go back a little more. Winner. That's probably a winner, but let's call it a loser just to be conservative. So what's that? 5, 6 out of 7. Not bad. Yeah, now it's looking to me like it may be finding support, right? Because look at this low. We're on the 1 hour. Look at this low and this lower low. Look at this wave, and this wave's a little smaller. So price is coming down, but momentum seems to be going up a bit, finding some breaks. So this looks like evidence that we may have a long opportunity coming on here for quant. Let me zoom in a bit more to the 30-minute. Probably seeing the same thing over here. Not really. Actually, I'm not seeing the same thing on the 30-minute. So I wouldn't be ready to get in on this yet, but it looks like it's possible that we could have a long opportunity coming in for quant. But again, depending on what time frame you're using, because on the higher time frame, like the 4 hour, well, it kind of looks like that too, actually, because we're well below the 0 line. We've already had the divergence break and come down. We are in a support area. Yeah, actually, quant looks like a long opportunity to me. I would be looking out for a long opportunity for quant. I'd probably be monitoring the 1 hour time frame is probably what I would be doing here. Because we are starting to see the makings of a bullish divergence, which is when price is going down, but momentum is going up. So that's looking optimistic to me. That's looking optimistic. Let's go to Gala next. Someone asked for Gala. I'm gonna get some coffee if you don't mind. Boy, Gala had a run up there, huh? That's on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour. Look at that buy signal, just nail that. Actually, all these signals were freaking great. Let's try to find a loser here. This buy, that buys probably a loser. Sell, big winner, buy winner, sell winner, buy winner, sell winner, buy winner, sell winner, buy winner. Wow, been nailing it on Gala. Wow, good job, Lever Atlas. So now it looks to me like we are in the upper part of this move, right? Because you can see that price was caught here, went down, came up, quickly rejected, has come up pretty fast, right? And now it's sitting here at about 2.7 cents. And that does seem to be roughly this support area here. What was the upper part of this move? About 2.8, something like that. I didn't skip Chili's. We'll come to it. Thanks for reminding me. What indicator am I using for buy-sell? The buy-sell labels and the momentum waves is all Lever Atlas. It's my own indicator. If you click the link in the TikTok bio, you can get Lever Atlas right here. Plus, you'll get my advanced trading course, hours and hours and hours of content, and most importantly, you get access to the private Discord where we're doing stuff like this. Nate here, he got in this Cardano trade. Price went down and he profited almost 25%, and his profits were paid to him in Cardano. So he earned free Cardano because the price went down. Hasnain, this is a Matic one, same thing, price went down. He didn't earn Matic, he earned Tether, USDT, because the price went down. Here's a trade that I'm in right now, Solana trade. So I'm earning USDT on this one, price going down, I'm earning that. If you want to learn about that, I really suggest hopping in and just joining Lever Atlas straight up. But if you want to dabble a bit more, I really suggest at least taking this masterclass here, how I get Bitcoin and other cryptos for free when price goes down, which is exactly what I just showed you over there. Highly recommend it. I still have it on a $20 on a discount on the Black Friday sale because I'm just too lazy to change the price. Plus, there's a $300 bonus that comes along with it. So I really recommend checking out. $20. I mean, it's the cost of lunch. Like, to learn how to do something like this, are you kidding me? What a deal. What an absolute deal. 2.5 hour class. I suggest watching it multiple times. But Gala is running up here. It looks to me like it's meeting some formidable resistance here on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour and see what it looks like. Seems like it's starting to turn over a little bit. We are pretty damn overbought, right? We're very much, because this white line right here is the overbought zone. We're overbought, but we haven't really had a bearish divergence yet. We did have one back here, but that one actually didn't play out. Now we're starting to get up there. I would be waiting for the signs of a bearish divergence, which is like this type of thing where, let me go find one that worked. Anyways, well, it's where price is going up and you'll see momentum shift and go down. Like, so you see this high and this higher high? Well, that matches these waves, right? That high and that higher high. When you start seeing things like high, higher high, and high, lower high, that's a bearish divergence, and that's where I'd expect this to find its resistance. Because, of course, like I said, back on the 4 hour, you can see that we have resistance right here at this zone about 2.7 to 2.8 cents, and that's where we are right now. That's where we are right now, right? So it looks like it wants to turn over to me. It looks like it wants to turn over. I would be looking for a short on Gala. That's my opinion from what I'm looking at. And then Chili's. Let's go to Chili's. Chili's. You guys ever seen Austin Powers? So funny. Chili's just sitting here. We looked at it yesterday. It's just gravitating around this yellow line. What is this yellow line? It's the 200-day moving average. It's just kind of rotating around that. So hard to say. It's clearly, to me, it looks, let's go to the 1 hour. It looks to me like it's using the 200-day as resistance, right? Because we come below, got rejected, went above, rejected, now we're gravitating, and now we're down below again. So I wouldn't want to hop at where are we at? 16 cents. What was the low of this move? Was about 15.4. Right now we're right here. This looks like pretty strong support. And again, let's zoom out to the 4 hour real quick. Yeah, and as you can see as we go back through, right? By the way, if you want to see my whole entire screen, we are streaming live over here on YouTube, right? You can see my whole screen over there on YouTube, Daily Crypto Bull over there. And if you click, there's probably like a play button in my TikTok profile that'll bring you over to my YouTube page. So if you want to see my whole entire screen the whole time, go on over to YouTube. But to me, you know, I was screaming back here and back here, especially back here, on this day in particular, because this was 2 days before the World Cup started, and I knew this run-up was because of the World Cup. And I was like, you know, this looks like a classic sell the event type of thing to me, and there, where did it go? Down here. And now, in its long-term kind of support zone, which is right along the 200-day moving average, that's where we're at. So I probably wouldn't want to touch this right now. I would probably just stay away from Chili's, although if I were buying Chili's to hold, you know, right now might be a decent time, in my opinion. All right, what else do we want to look at? Let's take a look at Doji. Sure, let's take a look at Doji. Doji had quite a run up with the Twitter news. Let me take a sip of coffee here. Let's go to the 4 hour. So Doge, right, came down here to the 200 day, found some resistance and then busted it because this is Twitter news stuff. Came down back to it, support, and then it bounced, right? Bounced up here. Now it's come up here. I don't see a meaningful, this is interesting. Let me crunch this a bit. Let me do something. Watch this. Let me do something quick. Hold on. Hold on. Send in those likes. Let's try to get to 2,000 likes. We're gonna draw a fib real quick. So we're gonna go down here. This is probably roughly the bottom of this move. I'm gonna bring this over, and I'm gonna bring it up, line it up with the very top of this move here. And let's get ourselves a fib box. By the way, I show you how to do all that stuff in my whole course here. What is it? There's a whole Fibonacci section. Where is it? Right there, Fibonacci section. All kinds of stuff in that course. So Doge, look at the way this played out, right? The 200 days right here came up. Let me get it to focus. Came up, rejected right off the golden pocket, came down to the 200, came up here, and now it's about right here at the top of this golden pocket. So these fib lines are no joke. They play out pretty well. I mean, look at that wick right there. Went almost exactly to the top of the golden pocket. Very interesting. To me, though, it looks like this is losing steam. You can kind of see the momentum shifting down. I think Doge, if I had to say something right now, I think Doge is overall probably going to come down a bit. Let's go to the 1 hour. Doge. Yeah, rejected. We do have some support here, though, which isn't really a fib line. It's just kind of holding right about where we are, which is basically about 10 cents, right? We're at 9.9 cents right now with Doge. Yeah. I probably won't want to touch this right now. We're well below the zero line. If anything, I'm leaning toward longs with Doge, but I don't know if I'd want to hop in this right now. Something just irks me out, scares me a little bit about the markets in general. I see someone asking about Link. Let's go to Link. Let's see here. Let's go to the 4 hour. Not bad run, huh? Buy winner, sell winner. Buy winner, sell winner, buy, that one's a loser. Sell winner, buy winner, sell winner, buy winner, sell winner, buy loser, sell winner. And buy might be a winner, but I'll just say loser. We're sitting here rolling around the 200-day moving average right here. We're clearly bouncing off of it with good old chain link, which is basically about $7. $7 is a pretty decent support area for chain link, right? And the 200-day moving average is about 716. I actually bought some chain link down here in the 580s because it spends so little time below $6. I mean, we're $6, right? Here's $6. Look at the amount of time chain link is spent below $6. I mean, are you kidding me? It was very obvious to me that it wanted to pop up. What's up, Degimon? So to me, on the 4 hour so far, I wouldn't want to take any shorts. This is actually looking, check this out. So look at this low and this lower low, right? Low, lower low. Plus we have the 200-day moving average right here. Look down here. Wave, smaller wave. Wait a minute. Low, lower low, wave, smaller wave? Smaller. That doesn't make sense. That looks like the makings of a bullish divergence to me. That's on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. What do we got going on? Looks like it's trying to turn up. It did dip below the 200 like we've been saying, but this seems to be a pretty strong support level. So I think if I were going to do anything with Link right now, I'd probably be on the long side, be watching for that. Let's go down to the 30-minute real quick. What do we see down here? Come on. We're seeing bullish divergences. Yeah. I think Link down here, where are we at right now? Link to me is really looking like, Link to me looks like it's a good candidate for a long, a really good candidate for a long. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want to see me place a long trade on Link. Because I'll go place a long trade on Link if I get some 1s in here. And by the way, if you want to see my whole entire screen at all times, we are streaming live over here on YouTube also, right? Daily Crypto Bull over on YouTube. Let's go over here. Let's go to Link. This is just the test net, so this isn't real money. But anyways, where are we at right here? We're at 705. What did I think was good? I would probably, with real money, I would probably wait just a little bit more for this to confirm. Like, let me go down to a 15-minute real quick. Yeah, it's still down here. It could come down a bit more. We did print a green dot there. I'd probably wait for it to confirm a little bit more, but educational purposes, I'll just put it in now. 70, and we're at 705. So what I'll do, I'll go over here. We'll go to 7045. We'll do that. And I'll go, I don't know, 50 of these things. How about 30 of these things? So we're going to put up $211 of value. $211 of value. And we're going to do 10x leverage on a long. So we're going to get about $2,100 in value. We're going to click buy long, take stop loss. We'll put our stop loss at about 7.045. We'll put it at about 9.5. We'll do that. That sounds about right. Because you always want to put a stop loss. You got to protect your downside, and we'll confirm it. And now what it'll do is it'll go over here into active orders. If this price comes down to 7.045, this active order will become an active position and move over here. So we'll come back and check on that in a little bit. And by the way, if you want to learn how to do this type of stuff, like over here in the Discord, like here's a Solana trade I'm in this morning. Got in at 14.17. It went down to 13.97. I was up almost 21% because the price went down. And my profit there is paid to me in Tether. Hasnain, he got Tether when the price went down. Nate here is getting Cardano paid to him when the price is going down. ETH when the price is going down. Bitcoin when the price is going down. Here's Smith, same thing with Bitcoin, Cardano. Litecoin, he's getting a Tether though on that one. So if you want to learn how to do this, put a 1 in the chat if you want to learn how to profit when price goes down. Put a 1 in the chat also if you want to learn how to earn crypto for free when the price goes down. Let's go back over here to the charts. So Link looks like a decent candidate to me. I see someone asking about Atom. Let's go to Atom. Let's go to Atom. I see some 1s. So if you do want to learn how to do that, click the link in the TikTok bio. And go take this masterclass. I still have it on Black Friday sale. It's only $20, right? It's the cost of lunch. Teaches you how we're getting Bitcoin and other cryptos for free when price goes down. How we're doing this type of stuff here. It's a 2.5-hour masterclass. I suggest you watch it multiple times. Plus, I have a $300 bonus gift that comes along with it. I mean, look at this. We're profiting when price goes down. I'm getting Tether as my profit there. He's getting Tether as his profit when price is going down. He's getting Cardano as his profit. He's getting ETH as his profit. If you want to learn how to do that, take that masterclass. Best $20 you spend a day, that's for sure. So Atom, well, Atom's really come down to, let me go to the 4-hour here. Where are we at here? Atom, what about Atom here? Atom looks to be, and you can see all of this, right? You can roughly see how price really is kind of gravitating around where this line is right here. It's just kind of gravitating around it like it's a focal or a center point. We did dip down pretty big. I bought some Atom down here, I believe, at like $8.98. Because I knew if it went under $9, it was a tremendous buy for Cosmos. And right now we're just a little over 10. And I'd say the main support area, right, where I was saying we gravitate around is basically $10. Where are we right now? Basically $10, right? That's about exactly where this is. It dipped down to. So to me, we're coming down here. Hard to tell at the moment what's going to happen. We are coming down to support, so I lean towards upward motion, which would be long type scenario. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah. Let me, we're below the 0 line. If I were to do anything here, I would probably be looking for longs. We're starting to get a green, but I don't see signs of a bullish divergence yet, which is when price is coming down and momentum starts shifting and going up. I haven't seen that yet. The waves are just getting smaller, matching price. So I don't see that yet. Even though we're coming at support, I don't know if I'd want to touch that. Like, for example, look back here. Like, look at that wave going down, right? Follow this up quick. Look at this. Follow this up. You can see that here's this high and then this higher high, right? You can see this wave and the smaller wave. Price went higher, but momentum started shifting. Follow the dotted line up. What happened? Boom. That's called a bearish divergence. The same thing happens down here. Actually, we have one right here. Had one right here. See, because look at this. See this wave and this smaller wave, this low and this lower low. So we have a low and a lower low, but the waves are shifting up. What happened? Boom. Nice little move there. and then on our way back down. Now we're coming to support. I don't see something like this yet. Could it go up more? Absolutely. I just would wait for some kind of bullish confirmation like that. What else do you guys want to look at? Did we look at Matic yet? Yeah, we just looked at Matic. What am I talking about? Let's go to AVAX has been an interesting one. Let's go to AVAX. So the 4 hour on AVAX. Let's see here. Let's see. Curving up, it had quite a run here. We were able to get in up here in the 14s. I think I got in at 14.10 yesterday. I'm not in the trade anymore. My trailing stop got hit in profit, of course. But I would say right here is our first level of support. And it looks like we are stalling at it, which is about 13.50. Looks to be about what it is, right? About 13.50. So this is the first real test here. Let me check something out. Check this out. Let me do this. We're going to go down here and draw a fib. Go here. And here. So to me, looks like it could very possibly come down to here. This is probably more the main support. And that makes sense, right? That I can see it more there. So I think AVAX to me looks like it's a good chance to come down here to about the 13.25, 13.20, something like that. So AVAX may have a little bit more to go down. Plus, we're barely below the zero line. I think AVAX has got a little bit more to come down, at least to 13.25. And if it breaks that, it very well could come down here to, around $13. So I looking at the 4 hour, I'm a little bearish on AVAX. Not that I would hop in a trade right now because we are below the zero line. Momentum is kind of stalling. Price is going sideways. We are below the zero line. I don't know, man. I mean, because of the 4 hour, I am inclined to think that this is going to come down here to about 13.25. That's what AVAX looks like to me. Let me go to 30 minute. What do we see here? And we see momentum trying to shift up. So we could have a little bit up, and then maybe it turns back down. But I'm leaning towards AVAX going down. That's kind of what it looks like to me. Let's go over to YouTube quick. What's up, Ranjit? Got Carpenter Knot over there. And if you want to see the whole screen, we are streaming live over there on YouTube, Daily Crypto Bull on YouTube. Let's see, what else should we look at? Thanks for all the follows coming in. Thanks for all the likes coming in. We already looked at ETH, XLM. Let's go to XLM. Let's go to XLM, baby. Let's go to 4 hour, need some coffee. Let's see here. Let's see. Just going down, obviously, boy, look at this. XLM. That is a descending triangle if I've ever seen one. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that descending triangle there. So most of the time these break down. Straight up. Most of the time these break down. But if it does break out of the box, it goes up, right? But about 2 out of 3 times it ends up breaking down. So that does not look fantastic. That does not look fantastic to me. Let's go to the 1 hour. See if we can see any short-term trades. We are coming down to some level of support, right? You can see it back here with support. Or right at it, although there we just wicked. Here we've really come down and kind of hanging out at it. But look at this, right? We have price coming down, but we do have momentum shifting up. So this actually looks like a long opportunity to me on XLM. At about, where are we at, 85.4. What's the bottom of this move here? About 85.2. Right now we're 85.4. This does look like the makings of maybe a turning of direction. Like look at this back here. We have these lows here, and you can see the momentum shifting. Look what happened. Boom, there we go. Am I expecting this to go to the moon? No. But I think that there's a decent long opportunity here, and we could see it come up to maybe like this area, which would be about 86.6. That's a pretty nice move from 85.4. Thanks for the roses, Ma Boobney. So thanks for all the follows coming in. Yeah, I mean, things are looking kind of neutral to overall maybe long-ish today. Oh, SHIB. Let's take a look at SHIB. Sure, let's take a look at SHIB. Let's go with 4 hour. Let's see here. SHIB, on the other hand, wow, SHIB, I mean, that's pretty sideways trading overall. Boy, SHIB's just going off the chains, man. I mean, it's going, wow. Is that going, Wow. That's pretty volatile. But overall, you can see the real roof, the real support, resistance, is probably here at about that number, which is about exactly where we are. And this real support is probably about down here, which that number's not changing for me. So let's zoom in a bit. Overall, right there, it looks like maybe a bit of a short opportunity, maybe. But overall, the trend here is it's been ticking up, making higher lows and higher highs, but a lot of overlaps. These aren't strong moves. And then we have that, and then this. We're down here. SHIB's hard to read. SHIB's hard to read. Jimmy says, watched your class. Great, thanks for the info. Awesome, dude. Awesome, 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 Jimmy. Are these shorts, longs taxable? They are. They are. Because they're capital gains. Whenever you make any profit on anything, the government gets some of it. I wish they weren't, but, you know, that's what happens when you make profit. You've got to pay taxes on profits. Let's see here. Man, maybe we should just do a little Q&A real quick. Let's just do a little Q&A. It's pretty quiet stream today. There's only 34 of you on here today. I appreciate every one of you being on here, though, that's for sure. Normally we have more like about 150 or so I don't know if today's just a quiet day or what. Let's just do a little Q&A. I think I might go live again later today at like 5 or 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I might start doing 2 lives a day, right? Because we sit here and we read the charts, and the charts change pretty fast. And so I might start doing 2 a days. I might start doing, around this time, around 11:30 in the morning Pacific Standard Time, and maybe around 5 or so Pacific Standard Time. How do we keep track of all that? Well, your trading account should show you what your overall profit is, because that's what you really need to pay attention to, is what's your overall gain or loss, right? Like when you do a trade, you may profit, but then the next one you lose, and then you profit, and then you profit, and then you profit, and then you lose. So it's the accumulation of how much you gain or lose over the year. But in your trading account, it should give you a summation. But also, there's other softwares that can help you do it. The most important thing to pay attention to, though, Jimmy, is don't get ahead of yourself. Like, learn the skill of trading before you worry about all the profits you're going to be making. You know what I mean? It's a very common mistake people make, because there's more to it, right? You got to keep learning. You got to go develop that skill of trading, and don't worry about the taxes right now. Taxes are to be worried about when you're profiting, and that's the end of the day. What matters is you're profiting, and then figuring out how much profit you make. That's up to you to keep track of. But in your trading account, there will be overall gains and losses. It keeps track of it for the most part. Yeah, Bybit will show you your total as you go through each coin in particular. Like, you can see that all the time. But you can also use, like, there's a tax softwares you can use. Like, what's the one? Oh, what is it? Because I only advertise it around tax time. I'll have to remember I forget what it is. But you can just connect your account to it, and it will run through, and it will just suck out all your data, and it will spit you out a form. So it's really easy to do too. I wish I could think of what it's called. Well, when we get into next year, I'll have a link for it on my resource page. What is that software? I don't know. I don't want to look it up right now. But there's a software that you can, plug it into your Coinbase, plug it into your Bybit, plug it into your whatever, and it will go in there, suck out all your gains and losses and trades, and spit you out a sheet that tells you what your total is. Because it's your total that matters, right? Oh, I made, 5,000 Cardano, but I lost, 5,000 Bitcoin. So the entire add up is what really matters. And yeah, Jimmy, that's the way to go, man. In it to win it. Like, it's about the skill. It's about the long term, right? Because once you learn about buying crypto or buying stocks, you're not like, all right, I'm gonna get rich tomorrow. You're like, all right, I'm gonna start implementing a strategy to build this over time. That's exactly what trading is. The thing with trading is it allows you to do it when the market goes down also. It's much more powerful than just buying low and selling high. Much, much, much more powerful. So Jimmy, definitely stay on the course. Just stick to it. And if you haven't joined, Jimmy, have you joined Lever Atlas? Because the Discord alone with Lever Atlas is priceless. I mean, we're sitting in there talking about everything. We're sharing our trades, sharing our observations, asking each other questions, answering questions, and we're all in it together, right? So the Discord is so valuable. So I would really suggest joining Lever Atlas if you haven't. Plus you get the indicator. Plus you get my most advanced course, which is so many hours of content. Dagimon says the company where I had big losses is gone now. We'll have to guess. Oh, Voyager. Well, you can still log into the app. And I believe, because I was trying to get into that last night, but I forgot my password. And I tried too many times. So it wouldn't let me go in, even though I figured out what my password was. So I haven't logged back in today. But I think you can go in there. Is that literally? It's funny you say that, Dagimon, because I was literally last night looking at Voyager to go look at where my tax documents were. Stable gains. That's my next move. You're going to see me in there soon. I hope so, Jimmy. Hop in, man. If you thought the Masterclass was good, which it is, it gets a lot. It gets a lot better. It just keeps getting better and better. And you know, by taking the Masterclass, you actually got a special offer, a discount offer to hop in Lever Atlas. And that's the best value I offer, period. And it doesn't get any better than that. App and everything is gone. Voyager? Dave, are you saying Voyager's gone? I haven't logged in a long time. Maybe that's why I couldn't get in. Are you saying yeah, Dave, do you mean Voyager? Oh, Stable Gains. Oh. That was a site that you were using? I'm not familiar with that one. Stable Gains was an app? Ouch. Oof. Good concept, by the name. But so is Safe Moon. The company's name was Stable Gains. Okay, yeah, I'm not familiar with that. I don't know if I've heard you talk about that before. Oh, they used Luna. Because when I had UST staked, it was just straight on Anchor Protocol. And I pulled it out the day that stuff dropped. Because when I saw, when I saw Luna drop, UST, break peg to like sub 97 cents that day, that night, I woke up and I saw that. And I'm like, what? And I can thank Ran from Crypto Banner. Because I was listening to him and he brought it to my attention and I looked and I'm like, oh, shit. And I got everything off there and literally like hours later it collapsed. I watched your class video on your website. It was free 1.5 hour YouTube video. It's about 2.5 hours. So you must have got it. Did you get it when it was still free? You're one of the very few people that watched it because I started charging for it now. And the watch time has went way, 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 way up since I started charging for it. Back in June. June was probably actually, when we look at all of it, everything that's going to kind of fall out and happen now is all going to stem back to May, June, to Luna. Luna is the linchpin of everything. And then Three Arrows Capital, because it was so highly invested in it and it had so many other funds' money that it was in there. But it all comes back to Luna. Yeah, that was the thing that was the nuclear bomb, was the Luna thing. Luna UST. Anchor Protocol, that was the nuclear bomb. And here we are. Listen to me. Every day, people are asking me, look at Loon C. I'm into Loon C. And I'm like, why do you want to be involved in Chernobyl? Why? My only thing I can come up with is that they got burned so hard by Luna, they don't want to take the loss and they hope it'll come back and save them. And I think they are. I think it's a very low probability thing, and I think people would be much better served to just move on. They paid me out in UST right in the middle of the crash, major panic sell. Still on your site, I just watched a couple of days ago. Yeah, Jimmy, if you if you got it for free, then it's yours. You know what I mean? But new people can't get it for free. You got it. If anyone that got it for free always has it, whether you get it for free or you buy it, you have it forever. You know, worst day of my life. Ouch, man. That they hurt a lot of people. I feel blessed to only have taken some small losses on that stuff, but I consider myself lucky because I remember when that happened, like the thought that kept running through my head is I'm like, people talk to their parents and grandparents into putting a large portion, if not all of their savings into Luna UST. So there's people retired or about to retire that lost everything. Either they put it in or, maybe one of us talked them into getting way over leveraged into it, way over invested. When I say us, I don't mean you or me, but I mean like crypto people that didn't really understand what they were doing and don't understand investing with having risk management. The most important thing in risk management, in investing, is risk management. It's not about the gains. It's about risk management because you're going to lose and things are going to come at you sometimes and you need to be protected at all times without exception. That is literally rule number 1. When Warren Buffett says rule number 1 to investing is don't lose money, that's what he means. Because he knows you lose money. But he means don't lose money. Don't lose everything. Risk management. And it's stick to it. Don't break the rules. Jimmy says I got burned pretty bad on Cryptopia like 3 years ago. Never keeping anything on exchanges ever again. We all learned that lesson. I sit here almost every day screaming to people to get a ledger, and this stuff keeps happening and they don't listen. And then something bad happens and they listen, and then we just keep repeating that over and over and over. These people all live together now. I've learned mostly on Daily Crypto Bull. Thanks to Iman. I try. I mean, listen, guys, I make crap loads of mistakes. I've been in crypto for almost 6 years. Like, basically, everyone that comes into crypto is basically set to make the same mistakes everyone else has made. The best you can do is listen to people that have been here and listen, right? When I say don't leave your shit on exchanges, don't leave your shit on exchanges. Get a ledger. That's the end of it. That's the end of it. I've been here for 6 years. I have seen so much catastrophe. And you know what? It basically all revolves around leaving your shit in other people's custody. That's what it basically all revolves around. What was Luna UST? We put our money in someone else's custody. I'm not interested in staking. I'm not interested in getting returns anymore, right? And even then, when I was doing it, it was very diversified in only a certain percentage of my portfolio. And I monitored it, right? I mean, again, I feel fortunate that I got out of UST literally the day it collapsed, and I got out 98% maybe. Because it was even below peg when I got it out, and I just quickly converted it to, I think I converted it to US. Shit, I don't remember what I converted it to, but I like UST, that's for sure. I can't remember if I put it in USDC or if I just straight up converted it to USD. Either way, ledgers aren't as hard as people think they are. No, it's just you just got to learn to use it, right? It takes maybe an hour or two to like get it set up. And one of the biggest things you may run into, which I did, was just that there was a technical error going on. when I started setting mine up. And I think that had to do with, I think it might have had to do with my computer, actually. Yeah, I think it had to do with my computer. Because my computer was just, it was time for a new computer. And now the computer I have is new. I just got it not even a year ago. Ledger stacks. Yeah, Degimon, I saw that and I tried to look into it. I don't quite understand it yet. Right? It looks like a little digital device. The people at Ledger are smart. So I'm interested to see what that ends up being. So far, I'm happy with just my regular Ledger Nano X. We'll see what the stacks thing. I think you can pre-order it now. I think about March is the anticipated delivery. Paul Sorian says Ledger with MetaMask, exactly, or Ledger with Ledger Live. Self-custody and secure your keys. 100% with no exceptions. No exceptions. Don't do another goddamn thing in crypto until you have a ledger set up and you are custodying, storing, possessing your own digital assets, which would be crypto and NFTs. You have all that in your ledger. Yeah, it showed up in the app today. Ledger Stacks. I just saw some news about it, and actually right before I went live, I Googled Ledger Stacks, and it took me to the Ledger site. I don't quite understand it. I want to see a demonstration. I think I need to see a demonstration to really understand why I should maybe move to that, if I should. It seems to have more frequent traders in mind. Now, Degimon, the way that we do things, let me move over here a bit. The way we do things, we don't really need to do that because we just have, a percentage of our portfolio in our trading portfolio, and we trade with that. The rest of it I just store in my ledger. 24 words are better than 12? Absolutely. It's exponentially better than 12. Mathematically, factually, exponentially better than 12. I think I'm going to go live again later today at maybe like somewhere between 5 and 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Still a noob, don't need a stacks yet. Yeah, I need to see, everyone needs a ledger or Trezor, whatever hardware wallet you want to use. Stacks, I'm waiting to see the demonstration. I want to see what it is. Yeah. I want to see it in action, which I haven't seen yet, but I just found out about it today. I think it just got announced today. What's the significance of a moving average? It's the average price over time. So you can think about it like a gravitational pull, right? If it goes above it, it kind of tends to pull it back down to it. If it goes below it, tends to pull it back up. Because things typically, everything moves in waves, but they usually go around a center point, which would be a line going straight through. That's what the moving average is. It's a trend line. And there's different moving averages. The ones I rely on the most that I feel are the most useful are the 100-day, 200-day, and 200-week. The big ones. Those are the ones I use the most. With that said, the 20, the 50 can be pretty valuable too. Just depends on your trading strategy. That's all. For me, especially for what we're doing, the 100-day or 200-day, has been so relevant in this current market, right? And if a different moving average becomes more relevant, then I'll look at that. But in this market that we've been in, the 200-day has been very, very relevant in not just crypto, but the stock market too. I would say if there's one moving average to pay attention the most to right now, it's the 200-day. You're welcome. Can I elaborate on resistance? So think about it like this. when you go to buy a car or something, let's say a car, there's an upper limit of what you want to pay for that car, right? And if it's above that, you're kind of like, I don't really want to buy it. So that's your resistance level to buying that car. Or maybe you go buy a sandwich and you're like, okay, I'll pay like $10 for a sandwich, but then everywhere's selling 15. You're kind of like, yeah, I'm probably going to go eat something else then, because that's above my resistance level. That's the way resistance is. And support is down here. So to say it another way, resistance is where there are more sellers than buyers. Support is where there are more buyers than sellers. Does that make more sense? Resistance, there's more sellers than buyers. Support, there's more buyers than sellers. Are regulations good or bad for crypto? Not a blanket statement. I think they're necessary, but regulations, depending on what the regulations are, that's what makes them good or bad. But we need regulations. If we really want this to like grow, there has to be regulations. Because how are the hundreds of billions and trillions of dollars, many trillions, there's many more trillions that can come into crypto, but they cannot come in until there are some rules and regulations. Like legally they can't. Nor do a lot of them want to until there is some framework for them to build strategies on, right? Easiest community to onboard into DeFi. The only things I would do with DeFi would probably be Curve or Uniswap or Aave. That's probably about it. But in this bear market where things are just, you never know where the next missile's coming from, I'm just holding on my own shit. But Uniswap, Curve, and Aave, and I'm mostly a blockchain NFT gaming guy, but I'm pretty familiar with DeFi, and those three are the blue chips of DeFi. And you could argue that Maker, Yearn, Compound might be also. But other than those six, I don't think I want any part of any of them. Especially those three, though. Especially those three. Those three are like in their own tier to me. Like they're like the Bitcoin and ETH of DeFi. In my opinion. What do you think about Trezor? Never used it. I use a Ledger. I can say that I love Ledger. I have in no way looking in the market to get a different hardware wallet. Ledger is the leader in the space. They've been around the longest. And I've used it for quite a while, and it works magically. So, there you go. Can't speak for Trezor. I don't know. Never used it. Do you think IOTA is a dead project? Oh, IOTA. I remember buying IOTA in 2017. Probably. It's probably a dead project. If I was buying it in 2017 and it hasn't really made any waves since then, probably not a great outlook. Can you recommend any books that teach you to recognize where to buy and sell? I would say go take my class and my courses, man. Shameless plug, but I believe in what I teach. I would say go take my class, my Masterclass, if you haven't taken it, and maybe join the Lever Atlas community, because you'll get my most advanced course where it goes over all kinds of things. And in the Masterclass and in the courses, I go over how I identify where to buy and sell. There are many different ways to do that. The point is you got to pick somebody. You're here listening to me. I do pretty well. So I would recommend looking at mine. But other than that, maybe just go to Google and look around. Who's that one guy? Mark Minervini. He's a stock trader. He's been around for a long time. He's pretty well acclaimed, but he's a stock trader. With that said, the fundamentals, the fundamentals of trading are the same in stocks and crypto, really. Just crypto's more volatile. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to pop off here pretty soon. I appreciate every one of you being in here. We had a much lower turnout today, which I'm not sure why. But I appreciate all of you for being in here, that's for sure. I think I'm going to go live again today at like 5, somewhere between 5 and 6 p.m., something like that, PST. Take a look at the markets because they look like they're setting up for something. I'm just not sure what yet. I'm almost 50-50. They could go either way. I'm maybe leaning 60-40 long, though. He bought IOTA at 450. Lesson learned. Yeah, I buy in the bear market. I sell in the bull market. I don't really buy much in the bull market. I don't really sell much in the bear market. That's a lesson that I've learned over my 6 years here. Buy in the bear, sell in the bull. And it sounds simple, but our emotions and our head get in the way. Because when you have something in the bull market and it pumps real big, this part of you comes in is like, what if it goes higher? I don't want to sell here. What if it goes higher? Greed and fear of missing out. Nothing will burn you more than that. Nothing. Have your pre-plan take profit points. Like Bitcoin, my Bitcoin, I'll be selling most of my Bitcoin around 100K. I'll be selling most of my ETH around 10K. I'll be selling most of my Gala in stages between $1 and $5 if it gets up there. Have stages and stick to them. Not financial advice. These are just my opinions. This is my strategy I'm sharing with you. In a bear market, everything's so goddamn undervalued. But I wouldn't anticipate really making meaningful profit off of it until the bull market, which could be several years away. Is your Masterclass only $19.99? It is. I'm going to be raising the price on that as soon as I get off my lazy butt and change the price back, because I still have it on the Black Friday special. And there's a $300 bonus that comes along with it too. That's free. It's my trading fundamentals course. So $20. I mean, what a deal! Seriously, it's a 2.5-hour masterclass. I suggest watching it multiple times, because every time you watch it, you're going to learn new things that you didn't see the last time you watched it. And it's just so packed with content that you're going to 2.5 hours. It took me 2.5 months, by the way, to make that class, and years of experience to be able to make it. KHH is cool. I can afford that. I would hope so. I'm glad. I hope so. So go snag it. I'm gonna be raising the price back up on it very soon. I've been saying that for several days now, so I've just been too lazy because I don't like to do the technical stuff, changing this on the website and doing that. And I'm kind of giving people a little extra time, I guess, to get in at that price. But I'll be raising it up, and I don't know if I'll keep that $300 bonus or not. So go snag it. That's for sure. You'll be very glad you did. I spent 2.5 months making that 2.5-hour class. And I still tweak it from time to time. But all right, y'all, I'm going to take off. I think I'm going to go live again in maybe about 5 hours. Take another look at the market. Might start doing kind of a morning, early afternoon, and evening, look at the market. I think that could be valuable. All right, y'all, take care.